Another cold episode of how to restore a pickup in a farm shed. Very sorry for the tractor noise. It's like Sunday, 4 or 5 o'clock. Life in it on a farm, and it just noise. So I really do apologise for the background noise. I can't stop him doing that because he's got to do it. So yeah, what I'm thinking of just doing is doing some measuring and alignment, which I think I should start to do. I've got myself a fairly long straight edge, not quite as long as I wanted. What I wanted to do is try and put a straight edge on the front subframe and bolt it onto the back subframe, and then we can measure. Make much easier to try and measure something when it's out in the open, sort of thing. But I don't think my straight edge is long enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bolt it to the front of the subframe, and then I think I can get the tape measure, because we haven't got any inner wings. We can tape measure all the way back to the heel board where the subframe mounts on, and that's pretty good because the subframe bolts straight on the back of that, so as long as the subframe's not bent and blah blah blah, but if it is bent, it doesn't matter. It's actually much better coming off the heel board because we know that exact distance, and then we can measure from the other side of the heel board to make sure the subframe's good. But I can't see why it wouldn't be. Obviously you've got a slight issue with the heel board maybe twisting out, but where the subframe mounts, it's right near the low of the floor, it's welded, and we'll show you that in a bit anyway. So yeah, what I'm going to do is drill a couple of holes, I think, in this straight edge and try and bolt it through where the front subframe points are, and we'll go from there. Apart from the annoying tractor, the other side hasn't got a mount. We must order some mounts up because we haven't got it. That feels rusty. Need some oil. Coming along now. Get this off. So what I'm going to attempt to do is try and get this straight edge in the middle of the subframe as well, bang on, so it's exactly overlapping on either side, because we might be able to then use it to measure cross points and, you know, diagonals. If you haven't got it in the centre, you can still measure your forward and backwards distance, but then it makes it a bit more of a pain in the arse to do diagonals. So that looks like that bolt on there. Okay, might just pop some washers under it. But yeah, so that's what I'm planning on doing, is just bolting on like that, then we can hook it over. So let's see if I can get it in the centre. A couple of strategically placed holes. There. Then we just need a washer. Stuff it forward into the hole. Let's put a slightly bigger. God, there's rats down here. Slightly bigger washer just on for now. I purposely made all the holes slightly oversized to give you a bit of wiggle room. Do the other side. Let's see if I actually. Oh, yeah. One ball. What we can also do is make sure this is level as well later on. So that'll be another place to put the spirit level, but it should be fine once we matches fella. Lift this up. Other end. Do apologise for the noise, it's just not going. Does your head in after a while. Excellent, we've got a straight edge. Now let's do some measurements. Alright, well first measure up, we're not far off. That size 7 feet, well, just under 7 feet, quarter of an inch under 7 feet. And this is a 16th off that. It's a couple of mil. I don't know if that's much to worry about. Not to worry about. 2, 1, yeah. 7 feet just over. 7 feet just over. And that bit. What's this magnetic thing? It's quite easy to get iron filings on it, and then obviously you couple of metres gone there. So yeah, I'm measuring off the heel board from inside. Yeah, just not quite right, but it's not far off. But yeah, about a 16th, which maybe is tolerable, maybe not. Let me have a think. Okay, well, tractor noise has stopped. I undid the little bolt that I'd put through the other floor, the other side. I've got one in the tunnel just at the moment. And then I used a piece of wood to adjust and align the subframe a little bit. I gave it a tap. I've got it equal now, back to the heel board on both sides, just under 83 and 3/4 inches just on both sides. So we know we've got the subframe now parallel with the rear subframe. Obviously we don't know the angle, but we're not too critical on that because we can change that and it sort of makes its own place that anyway. But that won't affect the parallelism of it. So what we need to do is maybe try and get a few more screws in the bolt in the floor to bulkhead to try and get things aligned a bit and keep them where they should be. Okay, got a screw in that side. I must get some sharper drills tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know why, but I used the world's largest bag to put the world's smallest screw in. But yeah, a couple of screws, just it helps it. You know, you can always undo it. You just unbolt it and re-drill and do something else. The hole's small enough to weld up if you make too many mistakes. So yeah, the bulkhead not quite lining up with the floor, but I've basically made it even either side, so whatever I do this side I'll have to do that side. To be honest, I think just a gentle tap with a dolly and a hammer will flush this line out, and that'll be fine anyway. I'm still planning on, I was thinking, let me move you around so I'll tell you what I'm thinking. Sorry for the spinniness. Yeah, see, I keep meaning to do the Vauxhall engine, don't I? But obviously time constraints, I might not have time, so I might just drop an A-series in it. What I'm thinking is doing, for the moment in my head, is I'll have a removable front end. I'm going to repair the inner wings with the Magnum panel I've got to up to here, and then we won't just have any inner wings, we'll just run with a removable front end, and that allows me then to, one, not worry too much about the alignment of a whole new inner wing, and I don't have to buy it either side. But also, yeah, it gives me the options now then. Once we get it on the road, we can then decide what we're doing engine wise. So yeah, that's my current thinking anyway. So because I've pulled the floor across slightly now, I'm just going to re-drill the other side one, which I drilled the other day, which is now in the wrong position, so we need to just re-drill it. But again, as I said, that's the benefit of using a drill and nut and bolt. Gonna have to call it here in a minute. More grips from Wilkinson's. There you go, Nathan, I've got some more grips for you. That's good. So yeah, let's just re-drill the other side, and I'm gonna have to call it a night because there's another hour and a half gone, which I now need to go home and cook tea. pizzas. Yeah, just over to the last side. You can see where I've pulled the thing across. That was flush, but now I've made it at least even either side. Just need to try and get this old one out now, which is easier said than done. This calls for time lapse. Hey, last one in. Rip my tracksuit trousers. Need to see if Sports Direct will sponsor me. Don't use nylox or anything, just standard little lock. It's easy to spin up and spin, tighten up. Just get a box, a load of these. I don't know if you ruin them, you cut them off, you can grind them off. Looking good. Looking good without the use of any hammers at the moment. Just did another dating point check. All looking good. So yeah. So I'm pretty happy with that. As I said, can undo anything if we need to. Ow. Just more clamps. Clamp the whole damn thing together. Trying to see where things go. It's quite a big panel. The floor I think has been knocked a little bit, and you just gotta just check things and fiddle and yeah. And then we've got a problem here, which we need to sort out next time. Is where it's been welded, it's now cracked. So we need to clamp that back, take the weight off it, try and get it in the correct position, and get some good weld on it. While we work out what we're doing, as you can see, the rear quarters been cut away, shot. We need to work out again what we're doing there. So you can see there that panel overlaps that. So I don't know if this quarter panel still overlaps this. We need to get some detailed shots of that, what it is on a, I guess it's the same as a van or a estate. But yeah. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed something. Have a good evening, and I shall catch up with you tomorrow.